Purdy.
Blue skies.
And that's our intro. The sun is out. It is Purdy, and it's Three Guys Podcast.
Certainly
Season
is.
two.
Hip hip fucking hooray.
I was starting to call it Mark 2 instead of season or series because I
Mark
keep
2.
changing.
Yeah,
Say
alright,
Mark 2.
alright, Mr. Stark. Fucking jet.
Sounds like fucking.
I'm gonna build a suit of armor called Mark 2.
Sounds
Season
like a
2.
It sounds like a razor. The Mark II.
Series 2. Anything like that, just Mark 2 is just gay as fuck.
Sounds like a robot.
I'm
Well,
so happy you invited me over to the podcast.
We've set the tone nicely. Hey guys, it's Three Guys Podcast with your host Dylan. Woohoo! And now commence the hatred. Hatred of me. Go on, I can handle it.
You sunk the ship last night.
I never.
You sunk the ship.
I never.
No, wait, I saw the clip that you put up. You did sink
You
the
sunk
ship.
the ship.
No, I never.
You sunk the ship.
Although your character was kind of...
Yeah, he was glitching.
It was running sideways.
I put up a clip of Fraz.
No, you sank the ship. I even heard Fraz saying that you sank the ship and you laughing about it. Don't lie, I saw it.
Andrew is a liar.
No, he's not.
Should boy it as a liar, sir.
So what happened was we were doing some voyage and Dylan was getting tired and then Dylan's like, right,
This
let's,
is bullshit.
let's
I'm actually getting triggered now.
Dylan's
I've
like,
seen everyone else triggered.
Can I
today.
tell the story, Lucy
No.
Lou? Can I tell the
Aye.
story?
Can I
That's how it
finish?
works.
Can I finish? Can I
That's how it
please
works.
finish?
God damn it. This is
Okay, I'm
bullshit,
finished.
actually. Everyone's been triggered this past week, and I've been cool, I've been fine. But then they start saying I'd done something when I didn't. This is bullshit.
I think we should ask Becca. I mean, Becca, did Dylan sink the ship? That's
No,
what
I
I'm
never!
There we
This
go.
is outrageous!
There we go.
I'm getting stitched up here. I really wish that I'd recorded the moment it blew up so you could see I was literally... wasn't even looking at it. I was walking about this island, and then I heard a big explosion. I was like, what the fuck was that?
That's
Next
fun.
thing,
It's
Becca's
funny how
dead.
you was it bought a brand new
And I never
sniper
fired
rifle.
it.
A
I've
brand
been
new
framed.
sniper rifle. Like, let's try this
I know,
out.
I was thinking that as well. I never shot it though. I
Oh,
was like,
Becca's got some dynamite in her hands.
I never did. This is outrageous. And what is your
Oh,
proof?
wait, what did you do when the ship started sinking? When you were on board the
It
ship?
was already gone.
What were you good?
Well, what happened?
Did you try and save the ship?
No, because it was already at the top. It was nearly at the top level. Basically, what had happened is the ship had started sinking before because it had crashed into the pier earlier on.
No, it didn't.
I was drunk.
I checked it.
I was drunk. No, I was drunk, so I couldn't fix it. So I needed to wait for Fraz and Becca to help me fix it. Okay, I had to wait for them to help me fix it, and then when I fixed it, basically I'd already used the bucket, so it was filled with water, and then it was about halfway up the ship, the water, like halfway up the bottom of the ship, and I thought, well, there's no point in like going up and emptying this whole thing because we may as well just get the chest out. So I left it like that, so it was already pretty much half gone. So as soon as the second explosion happened, it sank twice as fast because it was already had half full of water.
I find
So
it
I will
difficult
say
to
that.
believe Dylan because every time we've played and Dylan's got tired, he wrecks the ship.
I'm sorry, this come from Andrew. Andrew, fuck you guys, I'm gonna blow up the ship, Hunter. Fuck you guys, I'm bored, I'm gonna blow up the ship.
I'll put my hands up and say yes, I do that, but you do it.
And I did that as well, but I didn't do it
So,
this time. I don't like being
Judging by the
accused of
fact
things
that
like-
you were on
What is
last
your
night
proof? May
and
I
the ship
ask?
sank,
May I ask?
not long before you went off, I would be willing to believe it was you that did it because
Are you
were bored.
still here?
Yeah, unfortunately. There's a hair in my coffee.
It's my balls. My ball hair. Hey.
Why are you so scared about your own ball hair?
Once it's gone, it ain't never coming back. So what is your proof, Fraz? Were these baseless accusations to one of your
The fact that
finer friends?
the fact that the recording was of the ship sinking, you did buy a new rifle and you were staring at Becca while she had the barrel.
To be fair, your clip starts with
And I
you
did
just
actually hear a
firing
shot.
because you've reloaded your rifle. That's how your clip starts.
This is
I
after.
Sorry guys, Dylan just stuttered. Went, shit.
But no, I actually didn't do it. This is what's pissing me off.
I actually did hear the shot go off as well.
But this was after. This was after the ship was already sank and Becca was already gone.
No.
I started the ship well after because I was filming Fraz glitching. That's what I wanted to film. Fraz was glitching. He was like walking about sideways.
Tis the
It was-
poor workman that blames his tools.
I'm not a tool guy.
I didn't do it. This is outrageous. I didn't do it. I think it was Fraz.
Me?
Yeah.
The guy who's glitching around at the shop.
because you were glitching, so surely maybe something wacky could have happened and it exploded.
Something wacky could have happened.
Why would I shoot that when I want the money from it?
You're
I
protesting a little bit too
do
much.
not lie.
I don't kill people.
I
when
do not
I do it,
lie,
unless it's Andrew.
And when I do lie, I'm an obvious liar because I always end up giggling. So it's
You
obviously
giggled.
not me.
You did giggle there.
No, when it happens.
Did you do it?
Did I do it? No, you did it. See, he's trying to turn. It's just like the Kit Kat incident all over again. He's
It
turning
wasn't.
it.
I didn't. I swear down on my life, I did not shoot this fucking barrel and did not sink the ship. I did not do it. I did not.
But
It's
you
bullshit.
did
They're
though, didn't
stitching me up.
You did though, didn't you?
No.
You did though.
Fuck you.
You did. Though.
This is bullcrap. I think you know it's not me.
I think
you
it
know
was. I genuinely think it was you.
It
I
was-
mean, me and Becca actually sat there for the rest of the night, just
It wasn't
discussing the
me!
event, and even
I
Becca.
can't believe this. What can I do to?
Well, the
I
fact,
can't do
the fact that
anything.
your voice is getting so high pitched
Because I'm telling the
because
truth.
you're lying.
To be
You're
fair,
lying.
even
You're
if you
lying.
didn't, it's kind of like the boy who cried wolf.
No,
I know.
It's just like you do stuff, and then if,
Yeah,
if you
I
did
know.
do it, then it's like
I know
"Oh,
that's the story of my life.
But to be fair,
But I
I'm
actually,
on the
this
side
is
of
what
you
I'm
did.
saying.
I'm sorry.
I didn't. I didn't.
But you did though, didn't you?
No. This is fucking bullshit.
If you just admit,
This is
if
bullshit.
you just admit
Fuck
it,
you.
if you
I'm
just
not admitting
admit
to things
it,
that I
if you
didn't
just
do.
admit it,
You
Dylan,
can't
it's
admit
okay.
to something if you didn't fucking
If you
do
just
it.
admit
You can
to
lie
your,
and say
if
you
you
did
just
it, but I
admit
did
to
not.
your, admit to
I
your
did not.
wrongdoings.
It's bullshit.
Oh, him, Huck.
The church teaches us that to admit the problem that you have is to seek absolution on it. So just
but-
admit
Absolutely did not do
Yeah,
it.
but the
just
church-
admit it.
Absolutely
Admit
did
it.
not
Just-
fucking do
just-
it.
Just
Fuck
admit
you.
it. Admit it.
I actually want. You know what
Just
the funny
admit
thing
it.
is? I wanted to show you guys my gun.
But-
I was like, "Hey guys, come over here and see my gun." But before it could do that, there was
You
this
shot
big
a barrel
explosion.
at Becca with
No,
that
I
and blew up the
fucking
ship.
didn't do that. The video that I posted was well after the ship had already sunk. It was already going
No,
down.
it was
And yeah, I did
just
fire a
about
shot
to
after it sank.
no. Your clip.
Well, it
starts
doesn't matter. It
with
doesn't
you
matter if it's
reloading,
just about a ship.
and then you see the ship turning round and sailing and then sinking.
Okay, well that would not happen because I went onto the ship and went off the ship. When Becca's thing got shot, I don't know where. I don't even know where she got shot. That's the thing. I don't even know.
In the barrel.
Was it on the ship? Was it outside of the ship? I don't fucking know because I just bought my gun and then I walked around and I was about to go, "Hey guys, look at my new Admiral rifle," and then gone. Carnage, and I'm getting blamed. Bullshit. This is bullshit.
But you did do it. Though.
I'll get my fucking Omar, my lawyer, will be on this case because I was actually innocent for the second time in my
Dylan,
life. The other time being
Dylan,
this
they're
Kit
gonna,
Kat
they're gonna drag you
shenanigans.
through the street, kicking and screaming.
This is- yeah.
They're gonna drag you through the
I
streets.
did not.
And you're gonna be crucified.
Yeah, well, you know what? I would
Publicly.
be a good martyr because I didn't do it, and it will only strengthen the cause of the innocent.
I think you're just trying.
And now let's go back to the second time. That's the only other time that I've told the truth. This Kit Kat incident.
Yes, thank you.
Which Becca still believes. Well, I don't know what Becca believes actually. But Fraz has lied about this. Mr. I Don't Lie has lied about this for months.
Very
going on
good.
to about a year. This is bullshit because he actually holds up to this day that he didn't do it. And I think you've
You know,
convinced yourself.
I
that you
think
haven't.
there's an episode of South Park where
Yeah.
basically it's like
And you're a Cartman.
Cartman and Jimmy come up with this joke. And
Fish sticks.
Yes, Kyle tried to convince Jimmy that Cartman didn't have anything to do with it, but technically Cartman did. But every time Cartman thinks about it, he believes more and more that he had more part of it.
Yeah.
I think that's what Dylan's going through. I think he's actually believed to himself about the Kit Kat incident.
So there's like a modicum of truth in it, and he fixates upon it
Yes,
to
that
make
he's
it more
innocent.
realistic to himself.
No, I think Fraz has done the exact same, but instead of making him, instead of realizing he's guilty, he just believes he was actually.
No,
he believes it was
I
just
would have
me
actually
being
just
Dylan
told
being
Becca.
Dylan.
I would have said, Becca, I hate your Kit Kat. Becca, like,
But you did.
cool.
I even remember rejected it and saying no. They said I had one, and then you had one.
Can I just can I
And he had another one.
can I,
I can't even
can I
remember if you had-
interject and ask a question? It's a Kit Kat. You guys need to get some fucking perspective. Man. It's a Kit Kat.
It was Becca's Kit Kat.
It's a Kit Kat.
Be
I
fair,
did
You
not
can literally
do-
go down to the shop
It-
and buy an identical Kit Kat.
Be fair, it wasn't even.
What
a
would
Kit Kat.
that
It
solve?
wasn't even a Kit Kat chunky. It was just one of them
Oh,
ones
you're
you have.
fucked now then.
Yeah, it's the
Kit
ones
Kat
you have
Chunkies,
with
man, you're
the-
fucked.
I don't like Kit Kat Chunkies. That's the thing. I never have.
I remember this once I bought one and it was just pure chocolate. Amazing.
Oh, so you do love them.
Kit Kats, yeah?
Kit Kat Chunky.
Kit Kat chunkies, yeah?
So you've just said that you absolutely love them. And I
Yes.
have always admitted that I don't really like them. I have them once every
But-
now and then, like in a blue moon, if it's the only bit of chocolate left, because I prefer the wafer thin, smaller one.
But the only thing Dylan's just
Actually-
he hasn't actually realised.
I should have just stayed in fucking bed.
I mean,
Well,
the thing Dylan didn't realise is I did agree that I love Kit Kat Chunkies, and the ones that we're talking about aren't actually Kit Kat Chunkies.
See, I don't even remember what they were anymore.
Do you know? Because
But
you're
you
making
seem
up the
to
story.
remember
'Cause
very well.
That's a good
You're
point.
holding
Dylan.
the lie
Yes,
together.
That's a very good, good thing. I do remember everything that happened, Dylan. Then, and I do remember the Kit Kats we're talking about. Dylan's just admitted he's forgetting about some of the details.
I hate all of you. You've turned it against me. You've finally done it, Andrew.
Dylan, you've done this yourself.
My closest,
you are a
most
compulsive,
ally
manipulator.
No. You are
You do this to
exactly the same.
yourself. You
And
get caught out once, and then that's it. The game's a bogey. You've done it to yourself how many times now? I mean,
Just-
fair enough. I'm a complete and utter cunt to my core. I'll put my hands up and admit it, but at least I'm open about it.
So am I.
You are, but you're
How
not.
many times have I
You
said-
manipulate
how many
things
times
to
in
make
this-
yourself
in this-
seem like
in
the
this
good guy.
prestigious show alone have I said that I am indeed a cunt?
Prestigious?
Yeah.
None.
This award-winning
None.
podcast.
You've always tried to make
There ain't
me
one no
out to be
wars.
the bad person, but now that you've finally been caught out, it's catching
No,
up to
I
you.
say we're just as bad as each other, but you're worse, definitely.
Yeah, but at least
'Cause
I
you'll-
went up to it,
you'll-
so people can believe
when
me
do
when I
you
say
own
I
up?
don't do things. But
Yeah.
whereas when you say no,
actually
I
own
didn't
up
do it,
and occasionally
people don't
apologise
believe
for
you.
it. I don't think you've ever
well, you
said
don't
it this way.
apologise for anything ever.
Not to you.
Apologize.
Not to you, definitely.
Apologize.
That made me sick to my stomach.
Yeah,
Apologising to you. Apologize.
won't be that one.
That's
Breaking in
the
your back
best
doors.
episode of South Park.
What was that?
Nothing.
I actually missed that. I'm gonna have to listen back. I'm like, aye. That's disgusting. Well, in other news, I was playing Rest the other night
Oh yeah,
and talking about
But
betrayals.
the actual board game.
Yeah.
Ah, nice.
The actual
I used to
board
play
game.
the electronic one.
Ah,
Me and my
that's
brother.
the-
Yeah.
had
I
the
think
one
I played. I
with
think
my
there was a
phone.
Facebook
good.
once before.
Facebook.
Yeah, I think there was a
Really?
Facebook app and it was like Risk.
Oh, the
There used
best
to be a
one for
few
Facebook
games.
was not mob wars. What was the Yakuza one? There was like a wee Yakuza game for Facebook years ago. It was
Can't remember,
fucking
they actually had some banging games on it
Yeah,
before.
they
like,
did.
they
Remember, I
did.
hate
They had
Facebook.
Farmville was addictive.
They had this football one
Stupid
that me and
like
Omar
that.
Don't
used
get
to play
sucked
all
into
the
it.
time.
Oh.
You don't get sucked into it.
Couldn't help
It was
it.
absolutely amazing. Omar Banana FC and Forbes FC. That was our two teams, and we'd battle out. But anyway, we're playing Risk, so it was me, Omar, Omar's flatmate Sandy, Mickey, and Ben, who we all know. We all know Ben.
Yeah, we know Ben.
Basically, Mickey and Ben never played before. Total rookies, never played. Sandy played occasionally throughout the year, so he was kind of in the middle. Me and Omar, veterans. We've played this game a million times. It is our favourite board game. For those of you that don't know what it is, you get a world map, you get your armies, you randomise these cards, which have the countries on them. Basically, if it has either 1 or 2 stars on it. If it has 2 stars, you put 2 troops down. If it has 1 star, you put 1 troop down. So you split the cards evenly, well, as evenly as you can. I think there's 42 cards. So in our game, me and Sandy actually started off with 1 extra place, and it was Omar that was dealing, so he normally doesn't give me any sort of advantage, so that was strange. So basically, I started off my usual way, battling in, fighting, going on, no holds barred, taking over a continent, because if you hold a whole continent, you get a reinforcement boost every round. So I had Africa, I was Wakanda.
Africa is the best for me. That's where I aim for because was it you can attack?
Europe and
like-
Asia.
Was it? You can top.
I always go for Australia. So you like the Pan Pacific.
Yeah.
Because then there's only one way into it, so you can bottleneck
Yeah.
and then go out.
There's 2 ways into Africa, but if you
Yeah.
keep the strongest at the top and strongest at the bottom, and then in between, they're just
There's
kind
3
of
ways into Africa.
3.
There's the Middle East.
You can
there's
go in through
Southern
Saudi.
Europe.
You can go in through Morocco and
Brazil.
from Brazil over. Yeah.
So
Yeah, so
I'd
it's
say,
that bit and that bit. Isn't
I'd
it?
say
Well, there's the 3 bits.
Yeah.
I found Africa. I didn't get any troop bonuses for all of Africa because everyone conspired against me as usual, fronted by Omar. So I never actually got
Oh,
a
the
bonus the
victim.
entire game. But see, basically one thing I've noticed is whoever gets Australia is the best to defend. You don't get that much of a troop bonus. You only get 2.
Yeah,
But
too, but it is the best defense.
I like Sandy had it from the start near enough, and never lost it until he was actually wiped out the game, and that was like 100 turns later. So if you have Australia, you've got a constant supply of troops, but you need to branch out and make sure you get something else too, because Australia's a good fallback place. So
But it's
just
good because you
defend
can
it
create.
in
If you just
either
take the first territory, then you can take the other
Indonesia
two,
or
and
Siam.
you're always keeping a fair border. So
Yeah,
there's
yeah.
never more than 3 attacks that can come at you.
yeah, and you
So
should
it's
be good.
very strong.
I
to
would agree with
attack
that
from.
point. It's a good point. Now. I also like South America because
Even though Australia's a total shithole, and nobody actually likes it in real life.
And there's a controversial comment of the week from Andrew.
Have you heard Aussies talk? It's ridiculous.
I'm actually half.
It sounds.
Australian.
It's yes, I know. It's
My
ridiculous.
mother was born in Australia.
And it's ridiculous. Okay.
Well, I've got a fucking problem with you, mate.
See, it just sounds like he's gobbling someone's dick and trying to speak at the same time.
Oh, dude.
Well, you've got a lot of experience with it.
Yes, I do.
You queer.
Yes, I am.
Oh, he just took all the way. He took all my power away.
It's the best thing to do.
There's no win in
Disagree
them
with him.
sales.
Yeah, but it was great. It was going great. Me and Sandy started off fully fledged. Sandy and I had a bit of an alliance, to be honest, at the start. Not so much an alliance, but a truce. And we both had the biggest armies, the biggest amount of places. We did start off with one extra bit of land, so I was doing my usual thing, kill Omar. Omar would always go to kill me, which he always plays the weak card. He does exactly what I do. He's like, no, I'm too weak. I've got more of a conscience than Omar, especially when it comes to us fighting in Risk, because he always beats me in Risk, because I always let him live when I have the chance to kill him, and I let him rebuild, which is terribly unwise of me. And basically what happened was...
When your enemies are weak, you destroy them.
Yeah,
Because then they can't rise again.
actually, he was
You
in
wiped
South
them out.
America, and
Make
I
an
could have taken.
example.
I could have taken over all. I could have taken
Exactly.
over all of South America, and then he would only have been in Afghanistan with 2 troops. So he's like, I'm in Africa. When you think Afghanistan's bang in the middle of the map,
Yeah.
I'm over to the right side. Well, from where I was sitting anyway. Technically, if you're face on, it would be to the left side. But he's in the middle of Asia, surrounded by 3 other armies. He had no chance of getting out of that one, and I let him live because I had taken Southern Europe from Sandy, which broke his trust in me. But the reason I did that is because he had a way to attack North Africa, and I was like, I don't want to lose this bonus, and he might just betray me in this round. So in
Paranoia, man.
in Risk, you have to be
It
strategic.
always happens with Dylan.
You have to.
He always does these
you
things
have
because
to
I don't
protect-
trust anybody, so I'm going to screw everyone over.
Well,
even
you
though it's
have
like,
to. If
well,
you're gonna win the
dude,
game,
we're
you need to do it at some
Farmers.
point. If you do that, like this gets to my other point. So basically, I did that. Sandy got pissed. He started attacking Middle East. The Middle East, we found out. The Middle East and Egypt was where the most bloodshed was. The
No,
entire
yeah,
game.
I
No,
agree with that.
East Africa, and Egypt.
For me,
but
it's
East
always
Africa.
Egypt. It's always Egypt.
Middle East and East Africa, it was absolute bloodshed for the entire game. It changed hands every single turn. There wasn't one turn that East Africa wasn't attacked. So basically, the whole game was me losing East Africa and taking it over again, trying to get this bonus. Just never happened. I was fighting a war on 4 fronts, which is impossible to win. It doesn't matter how small the armies are and how big yours is. If you have enough people taking away your bonuses every round, you're going to die. So I got weakened severely. Basically what happened is Sandy had a full foothold over Asia and Australia, and he was building up a hell of a force. So if you guys had made some really stupid moves prior to this, so it was up to me really. I had all of Africa, sorry, and it was quite well defended. And then I cashed in all my cards. I had 16 troops, put them all into East Africa, and went, I need to break the siege there. I need to push through, break his Asian bonus, and break his Australian bonus. So I went, put all my men into it, attacked his huge big force, got just outside of Siam, I think it is, just like before Indonesia, and I was defeated there. So all I had was 1 troop on all of Africa, and 3 troops going into Asia. And who is sitting in Brazil with 36 men freshly cashed in? The guy I let live, Omar. And you know how much mercy he showed me? None! So he wipes me out of the game in one go. He just goes in, takes all of Africa, goes all the way through Asia, and I'm like, nah man, come on, I let you live. And he was like, oh, well you're stupid then. And he killed me, and I was like, you fucking dick. He took me out of the game after I literally sacrificed myself to break Sandy's
So
siege.
you could say that you took a risk.
Oh, dude.
Sponsored
Oh,
by
mate.
Hasbro. So yeah,
No,
basically-
that's seriously. We're not sponsored by Hasbro. It's Nanakusa's.
Nanakusa.
I don't want anyone to get confused
Sponsored
there.
by Nanakusa. So yeah, I got absolutely fucked. And then Omar tried to fuck Ben and Mickey in the same turn, but he couldn't kill them. Each of them had 2 countries left. And guess who won the game? Mickey. Because everyone turned on Omar, and with me sitting at that table going, he's going to betray you, I managed to get everyone to turn and kill the fucking rat! The fucking cockroach! So we managed to wipe fucking Omar out of the game, which made me happy. I mean, I was 5th, which was shit, but he was 4th. So you know what, there's as long as he doesn't win, I hate it when he wins. Basically, Ben was doing really well and wanted him to win because he hadn't betrayed anyone the entire game. But it came to one point, I was like, you need to take... He was in an alliance with Mickey because there were 2 weaker nations against Sandy, who had pretty much everything. And I was like, okay, well, you need to... Like, Mickey actually attacked Ben in Greenland to try and get into North America to break Ben's bonus. But Ben didn't retaliate. Why would you not retaliate to that? Like, because the guy's shown he's going to betray
I
you.
know for me, like, I think I had a game once where I was stuck in South America, and there's only the 2 entry points.
Yeah.
I didn't attack for like 10 turns. I just built up my troops into both those territories until I had like 60 odd troops each.
Yeah.
And then you move out for the attack.
Well, the key way, I think
Strategy,
the key way to win the game, really, if you're backed into a corner, you don't have enough, is to try and take over one country every turn. And if they get taken away the next turn, that's fine, because you get a card every time you take over a country. Like, you only get 1 per turn, and you can cash those in for more troops, which is like the strategy behind it. But anyway, Ben was too trusting. He allowed Mickey to get all of his bonuses, which was like Asia, Africa, Europe, because Sandy, he was just said, well, I just want to kill Sandy. I'm like, well, you're going to lose the game. You got to break his resource lines. It's basic war. And I left as Ben was getting absolutely destroyed. Ben had, at the last point on this game, he cashed in his chips. He got 16 troops. He attacked Alaska, which had 2 men. And he ended up down to 3 men before he conquered it. We called that the slaughter of Alaska.
That's
It was-
Operation Anchorage.
Yeah.
At its
Yeah.
best,
It was
man.
horrendous. I've never seen a guy with the worse offensive rolls than Ben. It shouldn't be possible, but the entire night, 5 hours, he lost almost every offensive roll. He lost like 10 men to every one he killed. It was the worst thing I've
Yeah,
ever seen.
my brother was always like that when he attacked me. It would always be like 3 people, and he'd send like 10 people,
Yeah.
and my 3 would,
Yeah.
like 1 would fall. Yeah, I always went the green team. They were always lucky for me, the green guys.
Yeah, that's who Sandy was. I went the Blues, of course.
Do you know, there's they've turned, like, do you ever play Pandemic?
Yeah, what game?
Yeah, they've
Yeah,
turned
you play it
that.
all the time. That's the one where you kill the whole world. with
Oh, no,
virus.
yeah, of course.
They've
Yeah.
turned that into a board game now.
I would
They
play
actually-
that.
So I was thinking about buying it and setting up a wee night for a Pandemic
How
board
does
game.
that work? Just,
No idea.
that sounds
You
interesting.
can't play with more than 1 person, can
It
you?
must be.
I think so, yeah.
Maybe you
Maybe
got
you could do it
multiple
like
viruses.
2 or 3 or something. I'm not sure how
It's
it works.
Yeah.
probably whoever's virus kills
But there was
the most.
um,
I'm guessing.
there was that, and then they've also got the board game for Civilization.
Yeah,
Oh, that would be interesting.
that'd be pretty good.
But if you guys want a cracking board game, I'll try and get it off the guy I used to work with, Through the Ages.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
Is that not like Civilization
Yeah, is that
as well?
not like-
Yeah, but it's
You said.
so much better.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Well, if you guys are wanting to play a game of Risk, you know, you can get the 3 of us, Omar, Ben, maybe.
Yeah,
I
can
love
do.
my Risk. I love it. It's my well, in fact, we get Becca in if she wants to play as well.
Becca.
It's back my 5 people, but I just sorry, Ben. You fucked
I think, we
up
should
last
get,
time.
I think we should get Ben.
Yeah.
Yeah, someone I can trust. I will do an alliance with Ben. I know he won't backstab.
Dude, you can trust
I
me.
mean, to be fair, you
You
did
can't trust
you
me.
did say
You
something.
can't trust Omar.
you
You
did
cannot trust Andrew.
There's one
But you
thing
can
you
fully
do
trust
need to
Andrew.
remember. I mean, you
He
said
could trust me, you couldn't.
you said about
That's the difference.
Sandy, right? So
fucking rats
you were alliance with Sandy, and then obviously you broke the thing. The thing is, you see if you
Wasn't so much an alliance. It was.
you see
was,
if you stuck with the alliance.
Non-aggression pact.
yeah.
See if you stuck with it, and even if you don't win that game, he would then know in the next game he could alliance with you, and you won't.
But
you won't
I
backstab.
don't see the thing.
But
is,
if you do attack him, then he'll be like, next game, you're like, oh, let's start alliance. You're like, he's like, well, you
Yeah.
betrayed that last time. So
see, my thing is, I actually play it quite.
That's in the
fair,
long run.
and that's why I always lose, because I could have killed Omar, but he wasn't a threat to me anymore. He only had 4 guys in South America. Like he had this. Well, I took away his bonus. I took away Brazil,
well,
but then he had like 3 guys, and I was like, I could kill him. But then again, Sandy's getting really strong here, so I could take away his.
Do you know the best lesson in
bonus.
Risk I ever learned was anyone that's still playing is a Risk too.
Yeah.
Destroy them.
I
all the
suppose.
time.
well,
Yeah.
Anytime.
you know this.
I just like I always turn
Learn
on
your
the biggest-
history,
I
or
turn on
history
the
will repeat
biggest-
itself.
I turn on the biggest player
Yes.
always. But see, the thing is, every time I play with Omar, it's usually with his friends, and he gets a prejudice against me, and they don't need to attack me, but they just make a pact to kill me before they play the game. So I just get wiped out of the game. It's no fun.
I think you should have took him out.
I should have.
You should
There's
have.
a
To be
rat
fair.
in the. There's a rat. There's a snake. There's a cockroach.
I think at this point, if he's always winning and he's always taking you, I mean, I've got.
He
nothing
doesn't always
against
win,
Omar.
but he always beats me because he always like.
Then you
he's-
should have-
You think
you should
you
have
think
took
me
him out.
and Andrew are bad? You think we're conniving, right? We actually stick to our word sometimes, but Omar never does.
Actually, you can get Griffin in as well.
Yeah.
I know I can. I can definitely alliance with Griffin. He
No.
won't. He won't. He won't cross
Us
me.
three, Griffin and Omar, we could do this.
Me, Griffin, and Ben will just alliance. And then we'll just go, guys, we're going to just split up the continent. I'm going to have 3 winners. We're going to have a union.
If you could go back in time and kill him, would you?
Yeah.
I mean, it's the same principle. If you could go back in time
Oh
and
yeah.
kill Hitler,
he
would you?
wiped me out. And in fact, even if
And
I
I
didn't
wouldn't, 'cause I
do
think
what I
he's a
did,
great guy,
which
but-
was try and break Sandy's siege and help every other player, and he betrayed me straight after I was weak. He just killed me.
How did he get from
Brazil.
Afghanistan to Brazil? You said
No,
he was in
because when you start
Afghanistan,
off-
and
no,
then
no.
he
What
was
I was
in
saying
Brazil.
is like he only had Peru, Argentina, and Venezuela,
Right.
and I had Brazil because I took away his bonus.
The
And he had
Brazilian-
one
okay,
man
okay,
on each of those, and he had 2 men in Afghanistan. Because obviously, when you start off the game, you randomize cards
you
and you're
remember.
randomly placed. So he was in Afghanistan, and no one wanted Afghanistan. We left it to Omar. We're like, you can have Afghanistan.
You can have the blood.
You can have that.
What gives you the best bonus? Is it Asia, is it not? Gives you the most troops?
Asia gives you 7 per turn. Yeah.
7 per
5
turn.
for Europe, 5 for North America.
3 for
3
South America?
No, 2 for South America.
2?
Yeah, I think, or it might be 3. 3
Yeah,
for South
you get
America,
2 for Australia.
and 3 for
Africa.
Wakanda.
Yeah.
Wakanda forever. I always do my voices wherever I start, and I decide that's my base. So I was Wakandan the entire time. I just sat there with Wakanda will not fall today. From in Australia, I always stick to the
a
voice.
super advanced country, their king has a fucked up eye.
Yeah, I know, it's this eyes
Pure
like 4
proper
meters
stroke
down
eye.
his face.
It's so weird looking at it, honestly, man. It's like, it's down here.
Oh.
Wakanda forever.
No joke, it's down his
That's
cheek.
who I was joking. I was joking I looked like that guy after I was betrayed and killed.
Oh,
I was
that's
just
nice.
I was just in the ethereal world, and I was just like, Wakanda.
Wakanda, we
T'Challa.
rise again.
T'Challa, what are you doing?
Reminds me
Well,
of
yeah.
the Zimbabwe guy from Civilization.
Yeah.
Was it that game? It's just.
How fun is that game?
It's
you
fun.
came in so late.
It's fun,
10
but
years
it's
late.
so stupid. It's like
Which one's Civ 5?
I think it's 4.
No, Civ Revolution.
Revolution.
Yeah, was it? I was just
I
about
love
to
that
take out Zimbabwe, and I'm literally at the doorstep. I've got tanks all around them, and they're like,
I love that.
they're like, oh yes, was it? They've attacked me non-stop for the game, but I've got them cornered. They're like, okay, we'll do a treaty. Was it a peace treaty if you teach us how to write? It's like we've got tanks,
yeah,
and you don't know how to write. I
don't.
was like, destroy them.
Why don't you tell them about our game that we had
Oh.
in Glencoe?
I think I heard about
What
this.
happened? What happened with that one again? What happened with that one? Good buddy, good friend of
Wait,
mine. What
Glencoe.
happened with that one?
Were we not in Glasgow?
No, we're in Glencoe, bro. Remember? That's when we had to share a bed for a month.
Oh,
Okay, that must have been a different one from the one I'm thinking of. The one I'm thinking of is the famous Nuke game.
Yeah, that's that one.
No, I was in here. I remember that, and I was playing you. You were in Glencoe. I wouldn't have survived if I was in the
Oh,
same
that's
room.
right. Aye, of course.
You've
Aye.
got to just put logic there. Would I still be
No,
alive today?
you'd have been. Well, you'd be alive, but you'd be paralysed.
Yeah.
In a
Yeah, basically we're
vegetable
playing
state.
Civilization, and it was me as who I always go as the Aztecs. Andrew was the Russians, I believe.
No,
Yeah, I think you were.
wasn't it? No,
Yeah,
I
yeah,
wasn't
yeah.
the
I'm
Russians.
sure you're the Russians. Watch that, my big cleaves. Please don't. Please don't. That's really annoying.
I know, but I can see it in the thing.
So basically,
Game
I'm
on-
sure Andrew was
Game
the
on
Russians, but who knows? I know for sure we were
can't
against the
remember.
Mongolians, who spawned,
Mongolian.
who actually is who Fraz not.
Yeah, I got the Mongolians.
Pretty good.
They're the only guys
I
look
spawned
cool.
with Mongolians, India,
English.
English.
I was the Aztecs. No, that was it.
I think the
And you.
Spanish as well.
No. It was just English, Indians, Mongolians, me and you.
Is that it?
That was it. It was the 5 of us. And I'm sure you were the Russians. You always go Catherine.
Aye, in Civ 5,
Yeah, but I'm
but
sure
not
you
in
were-
Revolution.
I'm sure you were.
Did you guys hear about the glitch on Civ 5? I think it was Civ 5. I think it's with Gandhi.
We've got a game that's still going on. Oh no, basically what they did.
They tried to make them too peaceful, but they actually made them just.
No, that was the very first civilization.
Is that the first one?
And they've kept it for the whole series. Basically, what they did is they tried to make Gandhi's aggression -1.
Yeah.
But the game messed up and it was like, wait, what? And it made him 99 because it was like the one before 0 is 99.
Right.
So as soon as he can nuke, he will nuke.
He became extremely violent.
That sounds like me, basically.
Yeah.
If I get the nuke first, I'm
true.
nuking everybody.
Yeah. So basically what happened is that I'd built up my empire and I was a bit slower than Andrew, which, boy, have the times have changed on that game.
Yeah.
I was battering him in that game towards the end.
Civ Revolution, man.
But basically I'd built up my little continent not very well, I must say. I was getting attacked by the Mongolians. They were beating the shit out of me. But I was holding them off, but then the Indians and the English joined in, and I was like, I can't survive this, man. And Andrew was doing really well. He had super advanced technology. He was researching the nuclear tree. He was getting the Manhattan Project and stuff. So he sent his armies down to take on India and England.
They were
at
posted
the same time,
kind of all. Like,
up
if
to
I
the
was
left
here,
of my side,
they were all round this side, and Dylan was there.
Yeah,
Mongolia was there.
So I was at the bottom left, Andrew was top right. India and England top left, and Mongolia was just next to me in the bottom right area.
So basically went in a big arc, just wiped out England and India, and by the way, pretty much destroyed my own armies doing it.
You nearly destroyed. They were still alive, but not quite. They were still holding on. So basically, I was getting done in, and I had to spend a lot of time building up to get my tanks and stuff because I was way far behind. And I got them, and I started attacking Mongolia, and I destroyed a few of their cities and.
Just as a side note, as he's doing this, he's also telling me that they're still giving it to him hard and he's losing ground.
Well, actually,
when he's actually winning against the Mongolians, because I can't see this on the Fog of War. Okay, just as a side note here.
What I did basically is I was beating these Mongolians and I just took over. I was like, oh, I've just taken over a city, and he was, oh, good job, man, good job. I'm just taking out the English now. Oh, thanks, man, thanks, bro. So I got them down to their starting city, and basically I'm sitting attacking it, and they've got fucking archers and I've got tank armies, so I'm like, yeah, I'll pretty easily take care of them here.
It's pretty funny when you see archers taking out a tank. You're like, how?
Yeah, I know.
How?
Yeah. No, bullshit. So basically I'm attacking, and I'm like, I don't really want to take them over, because as soon as I take them over, Andrew will go, Dylan's a threat again. And I know he's.
No, just know that you were lying.
I know he's building.
Lying to me throughout the game.
I know that he's building a nuclear bomb, which would wipe me out in one hit. And I'm pretty sure I only had one city. I can't remember, but I had two maybe. I used to have loads, but I had barely any. And it's kind of hard to build up things quick when you don't have a good expanse and resources. So it's like, he hits me in this city, my other city's a piece of shit. He'll just bulldoze it. So again, I took a risk. Strategic risk. I built a.
No, you betrayed an ally.
I built a battleship.
As he was destroying your enemies for you, you betrayed.
So basically, I did an Omar. So I built my ship, and I put my artillery in it, and I put my troops in it, and I put my tanks in it, and boy howdy, I put a lot of troops in this one ship. There was like 14 separate armies, and I subtly sailed it around the map because I noticed there was a nice wee port at one of Andrew's cities. And I killed the Mongolians, but in the same turn, and by the way, Andrew had got his nuke the turn before I did this. I'd waited.
Which, by the way, I was going to use to wipe out India's biggest city because I couldn't breach it with my army. I was going to nuke them, kill them,
basically,
so that Dylan wouldn't be in danger.
Basically, I'd sat for ages outside in the sea, waiting for him to build his nuke with this massive army, just waiting for him to get his nuke, because obviously someone's got a nuke. You need to deal with it. Am I wrong? Would I take the risk on Andrew nuking me, which we both know he's probably thinking? He's probably thinking this would be funny. Fuck him.
Actually, I was going to nuke India because they were the bigger threat.
So basically, I put my ship.
I was looking after my ally.
I put my
by
ship
destroying his enemies.
I think it was St. Petersburg, and Andrew got his nuke, and before he could touch it, basically it's weird in Civ.
The turns
you can like sort of do like. He could have nuked me whilst my turn was going on, basically, But since I was so quick and I spread this whole army, and he had no one defending any of his cities, so I just walked
Why would
into
I?
each
My
city.
ally was defending my borders.
I took out 7 cities or something in one hit, as well as Moscow, and stole his nuclear bomb.
And
I
then
couldn't
nuked
use it.
my other city.
No, I wanted to do that, but it wouldn't let me use it. It was the weirdest thing. I wanted to nuke it because that would have been poetic justice. But basically, we seized control and crippled Andrew, and it was marvelous. And I never got to finish that game because I could hear from Glencoe
You're lucky you didn't get a fucking controller embedded in your skull.
the call of death from Andrew all the way in Glencoe.
It was around about the same time, or maybe it was just after that you betrayed me in Minecraft.
No, I think this was well after Minecraft. I think
It was
Minecraft,
still fresh in my mind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I betrayed him a few times. Andrew's betrayed me equally many times.
Question. Apart from me, right, fair enough, you sunk the ship on Thingy, but
No, I never.
that wasn't too
No, I
bad
never.
as in
I
like
did not
as
do
a
that.
strategy game.
Can I just
Apart
I'm
from
gonna
that,
point,
right?
I'm gonna point out before you
So
finish.
sorry, wait a sec.
I didn't.
Did your mum ever teach you it's rude to interrupt? Right. Anyway, apart from that, okay. Which one of your friends have you never betrayed? Curiosity. I just want to know because obviously
So I got some
you said
aloe
about
vera for
no,
that
no, no.
burn there.
No, I'm just curious, right? Okay, so obviously
Ooh.
we did hear about Andrew getting betrayed there, and I'm sure you said Omar and that, but I'm just curious who you've not ever betrayed.
When have I betrayed you?
That's no, I said apart from the ship. I don't really count that. I'm talking about as in a strategy game.
I did not.
I mean, you've not
I'm
really.
going to say that I did not.
You've
sink
not
my
really
ship.
ever betrayed me. Like at Dawn of War, you never really betrayed me. But I want to know which games have you? Who have you never actually gone? I'm betraying him. Who have you went? I'm gonna.
I think you.
I'm actually going to be a good friend and stick to my word.
Have you betrayed
Fraz.
Ben or
Yeah.
you betrayed Ben?
Pretty sure I have. Yeah.
What more else do you have?
Pretty sure I betrayed Ben. I can't think of any specific examples, but I must have. I always try and think how many friends I've got. It's not a lot.
It's a small circle. But,
Yeah.
I mean, that's what I
you.
run.
I think you're the
It's
only
getting
one.
smaller.
That's why I've never betrayed Fraz. And that's why I never sank that fucking ship. That is bullshit. I never did that. Fuck you.
I love it. No one's buying it.
I never did it. You've nothing to buy. It's the truth.
I think you doth protest too much.
Because they're saying it as if it's just the truth, and I have to accept it when I know for a fact I didn't do that.
But you did.
But I did not.
But I can
I did not.
guarantee that you did.
I can swear on my
I
life.
genuinely want to
Your
believe that I
life
can.
means nothing
Swear on
to
my
us.
dog's life that I did not do that.
Take that one back. That's bad
No,
juju.
no,
That's
because it's
bad
truth.
fucking juju.
No, because it's the truth. I've nothing to fear. How about that?
You leave the sausage dogs out of this.
Fucking bad juju.
Well, I've done
man.
it now.
It's bad fucking
If we
juju.
go
You
in there
don't
and
do
they're
that.
dead, we'll know the answer. But I know they won't be.
Bad
Because I'm
juju.
telling the truth.
You don't mess with the juju.
It depends if you believe in that sort of stuff.
I do.
I mean, you see people doing it all the time with, oh, I swear on my life and whatnot, and then they're obviously talking shit, and then they're completely fine. It's
No, but that's the thing.
If you
I
believe in
only
it,
say that if I'm telling the truth.
that was just a general question. I was just
But no,
curious.
I've not, as far as I don't think I've ever betrayed you in anything. I think I've teased it once.
I think there's a few things where it's like you might have shot me or something,
Yeah,
or
like
that, but
GTA
I was
stuff.
talking mainly just
But not like
on
when
a
you're
pure
doing something.
strategy game.
Yeah. No, I don't think I have.
No.
I think I always keep my word with you.
I think you've betrayed me in every single thing we've ever played.
I think if you betray
Pretty
me,
sure.
you know there'll be a wrath either on that game
I'm
or
not
the
saying-
next one.
I'm not afraid because there'll be wrath with Andrew. You know what I mean? There'll be wrath with Omar. There'll always be. I'm never afraid of the wrath. It's just.
But if it's like a gun game,
I don't know, you're just.
it'll just
Yeah.
there'll be explosions.
Kill him! Kill him! Shoot him!
Becca's like,
Fucking
nope.
shoot him! Yeah, no, I don't do it just out of respect, I guess. Just got too much respect for you. Admiration.
I guess this
None of that exists,
this episode's gonna be called something about on the lines of betrayal.
Yeah.
The betrayal
Who
garden.
sank the ship / risk / fuck you, Andrew.
We all know that you sank the ship, Dylan.
I never sank that fucking. You know what?
Okay.
Listen to Mister who dropped that anchor. Oh, it wasn't me, Andrew.
Okay.
I just saw you drop that
He did
anchor.
admit afterwards, to be fair.
Yeah, because
Yeah,
he
I
was
do
caught.
own up to it.
But
I
he
own
wouldn't
up
have
to
admitted
these
to it
things.
unless you saw the proof.
Okay, so if
Okay.
you didn't do it, are you telling me that Fraz or Becca did?
I'm saying there's probably a glitch, or maybe there's another
Oh,
player.
there was a
I
glitch.
don't know.
There was a glitch.
Oh.
Of course, there was a glitch.
Okay.
It's the game's fault, not yours.
It wasn't. Well, I know it.
So,
Fucking
so the
wasn't
options
me.
are: it was either Fraz, or it was Becca, or it was the game.
If I was lying, would I not make it more believable than this?
No, you wouldn't. I know how
This
your
is a
mind works.
If this was a lie, it'd be a terrible lie.
No, I
And
know
that's
how
not
your
I
mind
work.
works. I know how you work.
I just swore my dog's life. Okay, I just swore on all 3 of my dog's life.
That's
That's bad. That's bad juju, man. You don't.
No,
you don't do
because
that.
it's the truth.
You don't mess with the juju.
Juju.
It's the truth.
Oh, I don't care. I wasn't playing it. So I don't actually give a shit.
Did you get that lung cancer checked yet?
No. Why would I?
That's bad juju right there. I don't know what the fuck juju is.
Juju?
Jeju is an actual island in Korea.
No, it's
I'm gonna
juju.
go
You
to.
just don't mess with the juju. You don't do it.
That sounds anti-Semitic.
A little bit.
Anti-Semantic.
Semitic.
Anti-Sem...
Semitic.
Seismic.
Okay.
Well, guys, I think 40 minutes will just about do it for this episode.
Yeah, I'm gonna go give myself some more cancer stick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How's your vape going?
Not too bad actually. I'm using it quite a lot at home. Usually I'm smoking when I'm out and about.
You know, it's Griffin stopped. What was it Griffin was saying to me? He was like, "Oh, I don't want to annoy people in party," so he now mutes when he's vaping.
Oh,
I told him just to
I
keep
love
going.
it.
I like it. Was
Yeah.
it?
my lord.
It's when you ask her a question. It's like, "Oh, Griffin, do you wanna go get some cannonballs?" It's like,
Yeah, it does just sound like Darth Vader's on the other line. I fucking love it, man. It's great.
No, same. But he's always like, "Oh, I don't want to annoy people." But I'm the same when it's just like you've got a big bag of crisps or something. The last thing you want to
Yeah.
do, I can sit there.
I
So I'm at mute.
put the mic up to my arse when I'm farting and stuff. I really don't care.
Good way to give yourself pink eye.
Well, look, I'm not putting my mic to my eyes.
Wasn't that
Just
when
my
you said you
mouth.
didn't sink the ship?
It's in the general vicinity, man.
And on that note,
Wait a second. Wait. So you're
Screw you
firing on.
guys.
Wait. You're firing on the mic, right? But that's like right up against your mouth and near your eye.
That's how you
I'm
get
actually
pink
taking
eye.
the piss. I'm not actually. I don't actually fart to my mic. Can I
Yeah,
just?
okay.
Can I just clarify? I don't actually do that.
Sarcasm is not working right now.
I don't know what I've done to break everyone's moral compass and truth detector, but you're way off today. Is there a storm? Is there a storm that's throwing your
How is
compass
it
off?
anti?
No, this is just what it's like when everyone just doesn't believe you because they know what you're like.
Yeah, but I'm telling
You
you
have
the truth.
ruined the illusion of you being innocent. Okay, you've ruined that illusion. I'd like to think that I've helped with
Gonna
that.
need to get some new friends.
Okay, I've helped with that
Wrong
because
time.
I've actually helped show people what you are, not who you are, what you are. You lovable scamp. Let me touch your face.
No, you actually.
Let me
I'm
touch
actually
your
getting
face.
fucking allergic reactions. I think you and the fucking bastard cats all over you.
Oh, was it just one? One other question. So more on a cheery note, what have you been up to for the last week? Because obviously you've been off, haven't you?
Well, I was off on Monday.
Yeah.
Bank holiday Monday. Well, I don't want to announce anything yet because I can't confirm it, but I may potentially should be moving into flat on Friday.
If some people get their dicks out their ass, but that's not aimed at you.
Get their
That's,
dicks out of my ass.
Yeah, that's just not getting back to you. And
My
then
ears, mouth, and not in my emails because they don't email me back.
it's
Hey
like,
guys, if you're gonna fuck me over a flat, would you mind taking me out to Nanakusa first?
hey, well, no,
So
it's
allowed
just
to get winded down before I get fucked.
was at least they're doing it right. I mean, take it to Nanakusa. So that's
No,
something
too.
special.
Nanakusa.
No, but it's a bit ridiculous. It's like, oh yeah, here's some money and whatnot to live there. And all right, cool.
Some money.
And then eventually,
All of my money
and
is
then
gone.
eventually,
And I don't even have an agreement ready yet. The
yeah,
fuckers.
eventually they're like they've already got your money. And I'm like, yeah, that character reference.
Yeah,
you're gonna have to get
yeah.
another one.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh, but no, was it?
I told you you should have gone through my letting agent. Like, she's pretty fair.
What, and live in Postle?
Yeah.
I don't want to die.
Why? I'm not died yet.
You know, look at you.
That's mean.
What?
What am I even what am I even referring to?
What
I'll
are
leave-
you referring
I'll leave
to?
that to the imagination.
But was it one thing I want to
Well, you're
mention?
referring to the
all
fact
of it.
that I look a little bit like a nutcase. Is
He's
that-
got a skinhead.
No, I've got some.
He
fuzz
looks like
to it.
American
I've got-
History
I've-
X.
I don't look like that. Come on now.
I strive for that.
My tattoos might give that impression, but that's
I think that's Dylan's way of saying he's scared of you.
It should be.
No.
I will kill him one day.
But no, it's a nice walk between, the other week, we went on a little walk between Dylan's place and his new place. Absolutely cracking we walk. I mean, we had the sunshine and whatnot. It was the first time me and Becca had seen it. And it was just like a lovely little stream through the city.
Yeah.
You wouldn't have thought you're in the middle of a city.
Yeah, I know, it's pretty sweet.
What was it? The Kelvin
Walk.
Kelvin Walk, that's it. One thing I really detest about it, so it's a nice wee a nice wee place to walk and whatnot, absolutely lovely scenery and whatnot. Fucking cyclists.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my god, it's just
Tiny wee path, just pissing you off.
you're just walking along like it's fucking ding ding ding. You turn around, there's some little guy like, could you move out the way?
You can just always say no.
It's like, no. If I hear one more, you're going in that lake. You're going in the fucking lake.
Yeah. And that stuff is
At this point, I
absolutely
was
stinking.
I mean, Dylan actually took me on this. You might not believe this, Andrew, but Dylan actually took me on this walk because I was full on triggered. So
He was.
so these cyclists would have actually got launched in.
Yeah,
I'm
I've
like,
never
no.
seen. I've actually. I mean, I got a sort of wind of it in the past couple of weeks. But
Sorry about
Fraz has been kind of triggered more often than not these days. I mean, it's only happened twice.
Do you know what that is? That's kitchens, man.
No.
The kitchens wear you down.
Yeah, that was part of that, I guess. Just
Yeah.
dealing with fucking idiots.
Kitchens are a high stress environment. Even when you don't think it is, it always
No,
is.
it's just like stupid fucking idiots. It's like, I'm a gluten free and blah blah blah, and then it's like, yes, can we have the haggis? You're like, right, there's gluten in it. Oh no, I'll be fine. You're like, what?
I've just
Yeah.
gone into the freezer, made you some fucking gluten-free
No, yes!
bread specifically, and now you're telling me you can eat gluten. How about you eat a fucking knife when I throw it at you?
No,
How's
fucking
that?
yes. Was it you actually?
This dick.
You go, oh right, they got that, and then you fucking make them a nice meal. Was it? You go, right, okay, this is ready for when they come in. Yeah, was it? I'm vegetarian, but I can eat the fish. Like,
So you're pescatarian. And you
Yes.
go, but no, I'm not pescatarian because I don't eat red meat fish.
oh, and I also
Only
eat chicken.
white meat fish, and
You're
you're like,
That's not.
you can get the fuck out before I boot you in the balls.
Get out of here.
Honestly, I'll rip them off and feed them to you.
No,
you piece of shit.
everyone's a fucking food critic right now. So I've done a Moroccan style tagine. You know, it was actually really nice. There's one member of staff I do not get on with full stop at my place. I've done this and whatnot, sent it out and whatnot. Last week, it's okay, but I wouldn't say it's Moroccan. It's more Italian, and we're like, the fuck she talking about? He came over, he actually tasted it and went, that's Moroccan to me. So when someone
you
you
hate.
don't get on with agrees with you, you know shit got real. You're
you
just
know
like,
it's right.
Yeah.
you're just like fucking.
There was a belter, last month, came into Porter and Rye when I was working in there. And that was this really nice steakhouse.
Yeah.
Right? Guy comes in, I'm vegetarian and vegan. Yeah, so he's like,
In the wrong
he
place,
just doesn't
son.
eat anything. And it's like, he
No, you
wanted,
can get
he
the
wanted
fuck outta
something, he basically just wanted a bed of leaves with like the vegetables that we have in there and everything else and the mashed potato, but can we make specific mashed potato without butter in it? I'm like, no. He's like, oh, but I've come in here and I've told you what my allergies are and I want to eat in here. It's like, well, you're in the wrong fucking place then. This
Yeah.
is a
Oh,
steak
yeah.
house.
I know everyone's so
All we
fucking-
do is meat. And you've
Yeah.
come in here and said, I don't eat anything on the menu, but can I get fed anyway? No, you can get the
Well,
fuck
they
out,
also-
you
they
queer
also
hot
expect
looking
that-
prick.
Entitlement.
They
is just
expect that there's
outrageous.
someone round back. You know, if you're in a kitchen and whatnot, they're expecting that there's like a chef standing around not doing anything. It's like, oh, can I have this and whatnot? And they're like,
Can
oh
you just
yeah.
create this one thing from your menu from scratch for me?
You're dealing with 50 customers right now, but you've got people standing around not doing anything else. They can sit there and just, you know.
Do you know, I've been in 2 places so far in Glasgow where I've overheard someone asking for vegan and the other one was asking for vegetarian options. No, we don't do them here. I was
Huh.
like, respect, bro.
Yeah.
Fucking respect. You tell them. Fucking right. Fucking
No.
bullshit.
No, it is. Was it? It's like when they come in, they say, oh yeah, we're this, and whatnot, and you go, all right, here's like 5 options. You're like, no, don't want that. No,
Well, then don't fucking eat here then.
there's your
Well,
5 options.
Well, if you've got all these requirements, look at the menu ahead of time. Choose what you want. If there's nothing you want, don't come. You fucking.
There's somewhere else in the world that you can go and eat.
Entitled
Go
prick.
fuck off there. Go on.
Well, make it yourself. Go on.
No.
Get
yeah.
gone.
Was it? We've got somebody. Was it a regular who comes in now and then, and he's got his really strict diet. It's ridiculous. Can't eat like onion, pepper, seeds from like tomatoes and whatnot, like literally all this stuff. He's vegetarian.
That's just ridiculous.
and
That
then you're
doesn't
just like,
exist. I
you
was gonna
just,
say that.
that's what I said.
Is it really
doesn't
bad
exist.
that when I used to work in the kitchens at a place I can't name because I don't want to get caught out, that I used to deliberately put things in that people said they couldn't eat just to
Dude.
see if they would shit.
Fucking hell, dude.
It wasn't customers, it was staff meals.
Yeah.
Because
Oh.
they would always be like, that'd be English, the fucking skinny northern English person who would come in and go, I don't want all this, and I just don't eat these specific things. I'd deliberately put 2 or 3 things in it that they don't eat just to see if they would eat it. And then when they eat it and go, I thought you were talking shit,
Yeah.
prick. Or
I've
on
always
the other
thought
case,
that,
you
yeah.
get the allergic reaction, you go, oh shit.
Yeah.
Oh no, I was off yesterday all day.
I can't say I've done that. No,
Never had an
On that
allergic
note, we need
reaction.
to go
It was
refer with
just,
Omar.
but no, was it he?
well, yeah, I don't want to name the place I was working. That they can't catch me out for that.
Yeah, you allegedly did these things.
I
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
No, they take you in.
No, but stuff like he came in and whatnot, and he was they were like, right, you can have melon, you can have a nice melon and whatnot. Then suddenly this thing got updated to, oh, I can't eat melon now. Obviously, he's got bored of getting melon and whatnot, so he's like, oh, do something else. You know, like,
What?
Can you not just tell him to fuck off and eat somewhere else?
my boss actually eventually said to him, going, listen, you can't keep coming here because we're struggling to feed you. Fucking respect. Was
Respect
it?
for
Full
that
respect
one, man.
him.
Yep,
What did he say?
respect.
Was it? He was like, oh, so he doesn't come around as much.
That's a
Yeah.
shame.
No, yeah. Oh, you should see the thing we had to make. We had to make him a tagine with literally hardly any stuff in, right? And blitz it. And it just looked like...
So it was a tagine soup without the tagine, basically.
But thick. It's like what you'd get in a hospital if somebody's... Oh, it was fucking... I was just like, mate, I
So
don't want to
it's
serve this. And it's like, well, that's what he wants. It's like, dude,
What's he
So
saying?
he basically wants a bowl
What
of
is his
bloop.
problem? Nothing.
I don't know.
Like some people actually have fucking health problems, and then there's these people that just go like, yeah, I want attention.
Mhm.
Yeah, I was just like... it
Yeah,
was
I want to
awful.
feel like I'm kind of privileged and I'm fancy, so I'm going to demand that I get very specific things.
Yeah.
So actually, no, you can just read the menu, and if you don't like it, you can fuck off. Simple.
Yeah. Right, we better get going. This is a long-winded one, but
That's
I feel like
awful.
we've.
No, it used to be an hour. And this is only like 51 minutes.
Oh, I'm going
I-
for a smoke. I don't give a fuck about you.
I,
guys.
Oh, we've lost Andy.
that's charming. I feel you guys are getting lazy. These guys are tuning in. But all 5 of them are all tuning in.
I can smoke in here if you want.
No.
Oh, I mean, the windows are open.
Get the cat out of my house.
Get the fuck out of my building.
Get the cat out. What's that old?
Your
EA
student athletes.
Fuck's sake.
Student athlete.
How do you get your slate? Oh, I mean, student athletes.
If there's any here government agency listening in,
Oh, fuck's sake.
Fucking love that episode. So good.
We
No.
don't. There's many good reasons we don't pay our student athletes. I ain't complaining. If we pay them,
I'm
how
the
we
slave.
make all our money?
I'm on the slave trades too, sir.
Oh, no. It's definitely... oh, I don't know if I can say it. How was it? Can't remember. You know the one where it's like, apologise. You know that episode? I'm trying to remember the name of it.
Apologies to Jesse Jackson.
That's it.
Ah, it's
That
almost
is
up
the
the-
best
It's
episode.
the fucking the Wheel of Fortune. No, not Wheel of Fortune.
Yeah, no, it
Is
is.
it Wheel of Fortune?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's like N space GGER.
Yeah.
He's like, well,
I don't think
know
I
it,
should
but
say
I
it.
don't think I should say it.
okay.
Don't say it. Don't say it. Don't say it, please. I
No,
don't-
I've got to, man.
No,
John,
no.
words,
The
I like
people who annoy
bullets.
you-
Yeah, what's
They just
it like?
pass them right
Yes.
through me.
I don't have to edit this.
Nigger.
Ah!
No, it's the fact. It's, as soon as he says that, you see the wee cameraman like that.
Yeah, no, he's like, what?
Oh, naggers. You answered a
the
question to
answer was
things that annoy you.
naggers.
People that annoy you.
Naggers. the answer
Like,
is.
who thought it was naggers?
Yeah.
It's
Alright,
just
guys.
Jesse Jackson.
Well, Andrew's halfway out the door.
Oh,
He's
no,
choking
what's
for a
it?
fact.
It's like Token's like, he's not king of the blacks. And then Stan's like, he told my daddy was.
Until my daddy was.
That,
Apologize.
and the fight
Apologize.
at the end
Oh,
ends with Down with the Sickness from Disturbed.
Nah.
That is the best episode.
Yeah, you can't beat it. You cannot beat
Say
it.
Anchor. Say, Jesse, don't go into the light.
I went to that dwarf at that bar the other day.
Oh, what was the thing you slapped me?
I wanted to
Oh, I'm
ask
not allowed
him.
to say that, but you can come out with shit like that.
I wanted to ask him if he would make me a gauntlet. There's an actual dwarf sitting in a bar.
Oh, are you Peter Dinklage, mate? Are you Peter Dinklage?
Can I go back to what
Could
I
you
said
forge me
earlier
a-
about them dragging you through the streets, kicking and screaming?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's gonna happen. Well, it looks like there's a party here. But thank you guys for tuning in.
Thank you guys. I've managed to extend it to 55 minutes.
Yeah, I know.
That's 10 minutes.
10 minutes more. You're getting your money's worth for this one.
Anyway, anyone who actually got all the way to this, thank you.
Just remember the answer we're looking for was naggers. Naggers. Naggers with an A.
See you guys next week.
Take care, guys. Peace.